So when we say Iyaka na'budu wa Iyaka nasta'in, we worship you and we seek your help. After that, it's important that we ask for guidance from Allah and in order to guide us and to the so it enables you to learn about it and adhere to the straight path. So you go seek the guidance of Tawfiq and the guidance of Amal, the guidance of, being able to learn what the straight path is and being able to act upon it. It is warning against bid'ah, innovation, and following the correct and the straight path. This is because we say the dua al-mustaqim, the straight path, and we every innovation is straight as you go and get knowledge from deviant groups. The Prophet said one day, he drew a straight line on the ground with his own hand or a stick, and he put paths to the right and to the left, and he recited Allah saying, "And this is my path which is straight, and do not follow the other paths," meaning to the right and to the left, as they will divide you and take you away from his own straight path. Is an affirmation of prophethood of the Prophet Muhammad, because one cannot learn about the straight path except through revelation, the wahi. The aqidah, the belief, the doctrine of the believers is one, it's not different paths. The causes of drifting away from the straight path is ignorance, the lack of knowledge, and stubbornness. He only follows his whims and desires, thinks what is right, and not being obedient to what Allah says and His Messenger. The disbelief of the Jews and the rejection is greater than the disbelief and the rejection of the Christians, because they knew the truth but they went against it and fought it. As for the Christians, they were unaware of it and opposed it. Hence, being subject to divine wrath is one of the main characteristics of the Jews, whereas misguidance is one of the main characteristics of the Christians. The path of the people of faith upon whom Allah has bestowed favor is to combine knowledge of the truth with acting in accordance to it. This is a refutation of those who speak of bringing religions closer together, or the possibility of uniting the religions, that we can compromise our own religion of Islam and with other groups, Jews or Christians. We cannot be close to the people who are subject to the divine wrath and causes of Allah, curses of Allah. So Shaykh As-Sahdi Rahimullah says, although the surah is brief, it contains that which no other surah of the Quran contains. It refers to the three types of Tawheed, the affirmation of the oneness of Allah. So it's got Tawheed and Rububiyyah. The affirmation of the oneness of divine lordship is seen in the verse, the Lord of the words. This is taken from the word Rabbul Alameen. And the Tawheed al-Uluhiyyah, the affirmation of the oneness of divinity, which refers to worshiping Allah alone, is seen in the word Allah. The phrase, it is you we worship. This is taken from the word Allah and Iyaka na'budu. And then we've got Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat, the affirmation of the oneness of the defined names, the beautiful names and attributes of Allah, that the attributes of perfection belong to Allah alone, which He ascribed to Himself and which His Messenger affirmed, without denying the apparent meanings or likening Him to His creation. It affirms prophethood in the words guidance to the straight path, because that guidance is not possible without sending messengers. Following the messenger, the Sahaba, the Tabi'in, the three favorite generations, it affirms recompense for deeds in the worlds, the sovereign of the day of recompense, and tells us that the recompense will be basis of justice, because this is the meaning of the word deen in this. Maliki Yawmiddin, translated here as recompense. This is recompense on the basis of justice. It affirms the Qadr, the divine decree, and tells us that humans act on the basis of free will, which is contrarily to the views of the Qadiris and the Jabaris. These groups. In fact, it refutes all the followers of innovation and misguidance in the verse guidance to the straight path, because guidance to the straight path means knowing the truth and acting upon it. But everyone who follows innovation and misguidance is doing the opposite of that. Lastly, it speaks of being sincere towards Allah in terms of the worship and seeking His help in the verse. Um, it is you we worship and it is you we ask for help. Then, praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds. I leave here في أمان الله وصلى الله وبارك على نبينا محمد استغفر الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.